My thought process has changed definitely during these pandemic times that we're living in. So how I shop, how I approach beauty, skincare, cosmetics purchases, that has changed. So I do have 5 tips that I want to share with you. You know, in the event you feel or have been feeling the same way, perhaps one of these or all of them might be able to assist you. Tip number 1 is to declutter. Now, this just isn't any old declutter. How I've approached this declutter is, in a way, it's going to be my last declutter, because moving forward, my thought process is I don't want anything around that I no longer am touching. I don't want anything around that is not part of my current makeup preferences now, because it's changed. Back how it was when I was in my 20s, back in high school, back in the 30s, it's changed. You know, I'm 44 now. So if the product isn't matching with how I am right now, I'm not going to touch it. It's going to go without guilt. Even if it's a product that I plan on keeping, I still touch it. So I touch everything in my collection, you know, for that category as I declutter. That way I can still test, and even though I'm going to keep you, are you still working the right way? And I was actually able to get rid of a few things based on they're not working anymore. So that'd be the first tip, is to declutter. If you can touch everything, try to test it, get rid of it, you know, however you want to do it, and go from there. So then you hopefully have what you really, truly love and want in your collection. Tip number 2. This is going to be in reference to swatches and finding, you know, a good color match for you. Now, I used to use Sephora back in the day as the place that I would go for samples and for swatches to play in the makeup. Then, after I've seen it in person and played with it, if the brand is available at Ulta, I go get it at Ulta. If the brand's available online and, you know, from like a makeup pro store, I'd go order it from there. I already would know the color, I already would know the touch, feeling, I like it, and I'd go from there. Now, all that is gone. It's all gone. And it's no longer fun to go to Sephora now anymore for me. I have my staples, so if I want it, I go order it on the website. But when it comes to new items, maybe a new foundation or concealer or so forth, that's when the trouble comes. So I recommend is having at least 3 products, and this is primarily in reference to the complexion shade. Have 3 products that you know is going to match your skin tone as close as possible. So that way you can narrow down your color ID if you don't already have one for the Sephora system. And you know, at least if you're going to order it online, you're going to get close as accurate, if not 100%, for your individual skin tone. So for example, for me, when I was trying to find the color match for Lawless foundation, and I did a review on that, Woke Up Like This foundation, I narrowed it down to 3 because I noticed that when I was using different foundation shades, I would get all different types of color select shades back as my results. But the 3 that I knew that if I used these 3, I would get as close as an accurate color match as possible, because the matches kept coming back the same. So pay attention to that. Pick 3 products and then try to go from there. My 3 are Fenty's liquid foundation, just the regular one, not the hydrating. Bobbi Brown's foundation, but Bobbi Brown's stick foundation nails it down. And then the third one is Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. Those 3 provides the most accurate color match for my skin. So now, based on that shade, I'm able to pick what would be the best color match. And so far, they've been accurate. Tip number 3, the review. I feel that is just as critical as swatches are. So what I did is I went into my my YouTube list, and it would be, you know, I get the swatches, then I go to YouTube to try to find reviews on it. I just cleaned out my subscription list, cleaned it out, because, you know, sometimes people I would watch would be, you know, based on entertainment. I maybe knew that, you know, I wasn't going to get much out of it, out of that product, but I watched so-and-so for entertainment, background noise, whatever it be. Those days are gone. I can't smell the product in person. I can't, you know, see if it's going to irritate my nose. I can't play with it. I get whatever it is. So I want to find people that are going to try to give me as much information as possible, but will give me the good and the bad. I don't want to be watching people who are just going to tell me the good. For whatever reason, their child, they can do whatever they want. But I went through my list and just got rid of the people, for entertainment purposes. And then I started to also look at reviews, and I noticed that the ones that were just giving me all this good information, they were from smaller channels. Be picky in who you watch. Your time is valuable now. You may not have a lot of time, less time than you did before. If we are able to find people that will give us as much information as possible to help make an informed decision, hopefully not have to return the item, then that is definitely someone to continue watching. So cleaned out my list, and now it is curated down to what I feel is pretty good. Tip number 4. I do buy from the brands, based on my preferences and what I like, but I also look at my collection first, and I see, do I already have you? Am I happy with you? So even though I look at this new brand or a brand I already use, and I go, I like that. I'm happy, I'm content, move on. So for example, Fenty Skin, perfect example. It was exciting and it's new skincare. I like Fenty already, but I'm very happy with my skincare products right now. I'm happy with my skin routine, AM and PM, and what I'm using, it's working. So even though it'd be fun to try it out, right? Even if I got a sample, maybe that would have swayed me, but I'm looking at it right now. I'm happy with what I have. Now, if I'm placing an order on Sephora and I get a deluxe sample of that item, like Rare Beauty, I have this here on my desk. This is the liquid blush. It came with the order. Well, it was, a beauty choice. So I said, let me go ahead and pick that. So I picked it. And let me try it out and see how I like it. Now, I already do the videos where I'm testing out products and so forth, and I give you all the reviews at once. That will be in there because I already noticed something with it, how it looks on my bare skin, how it looks with foundation, and I already have a dead match for it already in my collection. And I didn't have to spend anything extra to get it. It already came. So those are the things I will talk about when I make that video to let you know. But going out, seeking it out, because it's a new brand and making the video, I have no energy or time for that now. So that's definitely something that has changed. My point is, be picky. Be picky with what you're picking out. Look at what you currently have and go from there. Do not fall for the hype, whether it's the hype from the brand, it's hyped up in comments and posts on Instagram and influencers and all these videos coming up and in the feed. Don't fall for it. Because as soon as it comes, that wave goes right back down until the next product comes and it goes up. It's just this wave cycle. You can't keep up. Tip number 5 is that I gave room to myself to enjoy some new stuff. I didn't want to feel guilty. I didn't want to be like, oh, I've decluttered so good for me, and now I can't buy anything anymore. Well, what's the fun in that? I want to be happy. I want to be happy. So again, looking at those brands that I currently buy from. So if they have a product that is coming out, and I'm picking at it in my mind, and I'm going through things, and I'm just thinking, you know what? I think I have that in my collection. However, that one product is going to make me happy. I'm going to have fun with it. I'm going to use it this way. And it's not trying to talk myself into it, because I feel stuff has come in that I've seen on Instagram, new stuff. I could have got it, but I'm just, again, no interest. But then there's been just a few that I'm like, you know what? I like that. That's going to make me happy. So my point is be picky. And my point is don't feel guilty. Leave room for yourself to be happy and pick out, a little extra here and there that will make you happy. So I'm going to give you some examples. Example 1 would be cream bronzer. If I could have every cream bronzer, I would. But I know darn well I don't need another cream bronzer. I need to say no. But this one came along because I had photos on my phone from when it first came out, back in the day when we could go and play with the product and swatch and so forth. But I took a photo of it. And this is the Tarte cream bronzer, the breezy one. And I took a photo of it, the darkest shade, and I said, I like that shade. And then I swatched it and I had those photos and I said, ooh, that looks good. But I was being good too. So I took a photo of it. And I have products that I've taken photos of and I just wait. I wait until the product goes on sale or I want to try it. Some of them been in Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. Some fall into the sale section of Sephora, VIB. But I wait. And then, see if the feeling's still there. So I picked it up and I paid peanuts for this. Why? Because Sephora had a little glitch. And this is dirt cheap. Not my fault. Not my fault. It was dirt cheap. And as expected, I love it. I love it. I love the formula. I love the color. I'm happy. See? Made me happy. Made me happy. So I don't feel the least bit guilty. Another example, and then I'm done, is Too Faced. Too Faced. I was talking with my friend. I'm like, okay, we all know we need to go somewhere, right? We're gonna go on a trip. And then I saw this palette, and it's Palm Springs Dreams. It's Palm Springs. We're in California. Palm Springs is what, like an hour and a half away from us. I said, I don't care how hot it is. I just need a different change of scenery. Oh, I just need to go to Palm Springs. I need to walk with my water. I need to flirt. I need to go to a different scenery. So I saw Palm Springs palette. I saw the colors and then the whole story about it. The shade names, Girl on a Vacation with the Girls. Of course, they're drinking in here. I don't drink. But, Cabana Time, Sassy and Bossy, Last Call, Mocktail, Buzzkill, Bernie Martini, Bring Your Own, or BYOB, She's Lit, Squank. Started thinking about all that. There is a lot of mattes in here. The shimmers are out of control. The shimmers are out of control. Even out of control when they're wet. So I knew I was going to use every shade in here. And I have. I've touched and used every shade in here, played around with it. Even smells like sweet candy. And it was on Sephora, on sale, at a good deal. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. And I'll use it. Do I need another eyeshadow palette? No. But it makes me happy. If you're thinking like how I did, wait a minute. You said in number 4, tip 4, if you have it in your collection, don't buy it. So why in tip 5, you buy it? It's because these specific items make me happy. So even if I have it, if it makes me happy, because not everyone is, right? Not every product is, then I'm going to get it. Especially if it's on a sale. If it's on a sale. If it's full price, and even though I'm happy, I probably won't get it. But on sale, at a discount, see, that makes me happy too. So let me know in the comments. What have you done that's different? Or have you done anything different? How are you seeing your spending habits, your viewing habits? Because YouTube was involved too with who you watch. How has that changed? Share in the comments. I want to know. Maybe there's something I can add to the list. Have a wonderful day, everyone, or evening. And as always, I am going to see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.